let's start standing without the weights. And we're just gonna take some big shoulder rolls just to get the shoulders moving. Really exaggerate that movement. And then reverse, take a few deep breaths, oxygenate your muscles. How big can you make this shoulder movement? And we'll relax the shoulders, lift through the top of your head, gently turn your head to one side, little stretch of your neck. Come back through center and then to the other side. And again, rotating the head and neck. Let's go one more each way. And we'll take a little side bend. Slide one hand down your thigh, let your head tip over. Exhale, use your abdominals to restack, lifting up as you get taller. Inhale, over, sliding down the other side. Exhale, draw your abs in, root down through the feet, lengthen the spine. Inhale, over. Draw your abdominals in, lift, create space between the vertebrae, growing taller each time you come back up. So that by the end of this, we're maybe a 1/4 inch taller. One more each way. And we'll stand up tall. Let's grab your elbows. And we're gonna twist to the right and lift up your right foot. Come back down and through center, other way. So lift the leg you're twisting toward. Bring that knee in front of you, kind of like a standing tabletop. Keep that length that we created in the spine. Lift your rib cage up away from your pelvis, creating space in the lumbar spine. Lift your head up away from your neck and shoulders. 2 more each way. Testing our balance. Last one each side. All right, release the arms down. Let's take some big arm circles. Reach forward and up, back behind you and down. Deep breath in and breathe out. One more, big yawn for the shoulders. And let's come into a squat. Fold at the hips and knees. We'll hang out here for a little bit. Take one arm forward, one arm backward, and we'll switch. Just waking up the shoulders a little more. Lift both arms up. Lifting in opposite directions. Elongate your spine from the top of your head out through the tailbone. Gentle hug of your abdominals around your spine. Tightening that corset of internal muscles, internal corset of muscles. One arm forward, one arm backward, and now we'll windmill the arms around and then lower down. Again, one arm forward, one arm back, and circle around and down. One more this direction. Circle around and then reverse. Or if you were reversing before, then just keep reversing. 2 more here. Big circle around, lifting the arms up. And we'll stand up. All right, let's come back down into that squat again. This time bring your hands to your thighs or knees, and we'll do a little spinal movement. We're gonna tuck the pelvis, tuck your head, little rounding of your back, stretching the back. And now extend, lift your head, lift your tailbone, shoulders back. 2 more, tuck the head, tuck the pelvis, round. And then extend and lengthen. Lift the chest, lift the tail, shoulders back. 1 more of each. Tuck and round. Extend and lengthen. And find your flat back. Just feel what that neutral spine is like. And then stand up. Option to grab your weights. And we're gonna come back into that squat. Take both arms back behind you, open the chest, find that neutral spine here. Tricep press, inhale, bend the elbows, exhale, press back. Squeeze your shoulder blades, collarbones wide. Maybe sit a little deeper. An option to add some footwork, maybe tapping a foot back and then switching. Flow in the hips, open through the chest, belly button to spine. Another 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll stand up. Roll your shoulders back again. All right, let's step 1 foot forward, 1 foot backward, big long stance. Feet hip distance apart as far as side to side. All right, so standing tall, let's take those weights just above your shoulders, and we're gonna press the weights up and lift your back heel. Bend the arms, weights come to the shoulders, and we lower that heel. So we lift the weights and lift your heel. Bend and lower. Both knees stay straight, working that back calf into the glute. Zip up through your pelvic floor and abdominals. 4 more. Lift and hold. Now bring those weights together. We're gonna bend both knees and bend your arms behind your head. So those weights go behind your head. And then lift up, stretch the arms, stretch the knees. Inhale, bend your arms behind you, bend both knees, come straight down. Exhale, lift up. You can go a little quicker if you want to. Slower is gonna be more challenging. Try not to travel forward as you bend, just come straight down. 3 more. Lift up. Let's bring your arms down and bring your back heel down. Okay, so we're gonna flex the front foot and bicep curl. Lower the weights, lower the foot. Flex that front foot, bicep curl, and lower, slow and controlled. Good, lifting up through your pelvic floor and abdominals. You could do this with just one arm if you want to use the other arm to hold on to something. 4 more. And we'll release, let's switch out the legs. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Okay, square your hips and knees and shoulders forward. Let's bring the weights just above the shoulders. We'll start with that calf raise. Lift the back heel and press those weights up. Bend the arms, lower the heel. Lift. Bend the arms, lower the heel. Connecting heel to calf to glute. Zip up through your pelvic floor and abdominals. Practice your tall posture. 4 more. Lift and hold. We'll keep that back heel lifted, weights together. We'll bend both knees, come straight down, bring the weights behind your head. Lift up. Stretch the arms and legs. Inhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees, and lift up. Try not to go forward as you bend the knees, but to come just straight down. Three more. Lift up. Let's bring the arms down, lower that back heel. Collarbones wide, we're gonna flex the front foot and bicep curl. Lower with control. Flex the foot, bend the arms. Pull up through your pubic bone, up to your navel. You could do this with just one arm, use the other arm to hold a wall. 4 more. And we'll set those weights down. Okay, let's take the feet to a wide parallel stance. And we're gonna tip from one leg to the other. Keep the same distance between your feet. Find a little suspension. Hug your abdominals in. Find your balance on one side. All right, we're gonna take your toes down, tap the floor, lift up to the side. Big movements as much as you can. Tap the floor and lift. Tap and lift. Keep the hips squared forward. Navel to spine. Hold it up. Big circles. So we'll tap the floor forward, up, back, and around. Or you could go the other way. So how big a circle can you make, keeping your pelvis stable? Reverse. Lift to the side, and now let's go to the other leg. Find your balance. We'll tap the floor and lift to the side. Tap and lift side. Square your hips forward. Big circle. Tap the floor. How big a circle can you make? How far forward? How far up? Back and down. Or go the other way. Reverse. Two more. And we'll come to a wide turned out position. Toes and knees turned out. Stack your arms. We're gonna take some sumo squats. Fold at your hips and knees and stand. Inhale, fold. Exhale, stand. This time we're gonna squat down. You're gonna push yourself over to one leg, see if you can balance on one leg. Squat down to two legs. And then now go to the other leg, kind of push off with one leg. Come down, squat, push off of one leg. Squat, push, can you balance? Good, down to two legs, up on one leg. One more each side. Squat down to two legs, arms out to the sides, lean your chest forward, little arm circles. Lifting those arms up and back behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Reverse. Maybe sit a little deeper. Reverse again, take bigger circles now. How big a circle can you make with those arms? Reverse, big arm circles. And we'll stand up. Let's turn the toes forward and twist. Let your arms swing and sway. Hands to your hips. Let's take some big hip circles, yawning through the hip joints. Reverse. Okay, so let's stand with some space behind you. All right. Feet hip width apart, toes and knees pointing forward. All right. Let's see, we're gonna reach your right hand to the floor. Step your right foot back and lower that knee down and come up to your high half kneel. Yeah, let's reverse that. Bring your hand down, lift that knee up, step forward and stand. Other side, left hand to the floor. Left foot steps back, lower that knee, come up to your high half kneel, your proposal position, And then reverse that, hand down, step forward, and stand. We'll do that again, alternating legs each time. You can have your hand on the floor or bring both hands to your left thigh as you step the right foot back. And then step forward and stand. So you can have your hand on the floor or hands on your thigh. Good. Or you could try with no hands, keeping the spine a little more vertical. Keep going at your own pace. How smooth can you make this movement? Use your hands as needed. Good, let's go one more time each side, each leg. All right, and we're gonna come to hands and knees. And we'll move the spine a little bit. When you're ready, inhale, extend your spine. Lift your head, lift your tailbone, look up. Exhale to round. Tuck your head, tuck your pelvis, push down through your hands and knees. Inhale, lengthen and extend. Collarbones wide, sits bones wide. Exhale to round. Push down through your hands, down through your knees. Lift your belly button up. One more. We'll find your long, flat back. Let's keep the spine in neutral. You're gonna lift opposite limbs up, tap them together underneath your body, and then step them back down. And switch, tapping opposite hand to knee and lower down. So bringing that knee slightly forward as you bring the hand back. And it's tempting to round your back to make this easier. Instead, try and keep your neutral spine, little lift in the tailbone. Keep your head up in line with your spine, chest forward. 2 more each side. Stabilize your spine. All right, both hands down, spread your fingers, tuck your toes underneath your feet, and now hover your knees just barely off the floor. 1/2 inch from the floor. Stay and breathe for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Okay, from here we've got 3 options. We can do the first exercise, tapping opposite hand to knee. We can do the second exercise, tucking the toes, hovering the knees and holding. Or our third option is to hover the knees and then tap opposite hand to knee. So pick your poison and we'll do that for 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and take a rest. You can take a child's pose or any stretch that feels good to you. Give your wrists a break. Breathe into your back, your shoulders, your sacrum. All right, let's come back to hands and knees. We'll do like another transitional movement. So we're gonna swing both feet over to one side. You're gonna sit back onto your butt and then take the legs in front of you. Okay, let's reverse that. Take your legs to one side, rock forward onto your hands, back to hands and knees. Now take your feet to the other side. Sitting on your butt with your legs in front of you, then reverse that. Swing both feet to one side, rock forward, coming to hands and knees. Just make sure you're alternating which way the legs go. Going from hands and knees to sitting on your butt. There is another way to do this, though I don't like it in my knees. You could cross the feet, sit back, and then take the legs in front of you. If that doesn't feel good in your body, then don't. 2 more times. All right, and let's end on our butts. Yeah. All right, we can sit cross-legged, or you can have the legs extended in front of you, or you can have the legs wider. But we want equal weight on both hips. We're gonna take one hand down, side bend, stretch the other arm overhead, keeping both hips down. Take a couple breaths here, breathing into your side ribs, into your armpit. And we'll go to the other side. Anchor both sits bones. Stretch that arm up and over. Keep that top arm as straight as you can. Breathing into your side ribs. And we'll switch again. Adding on. One hand down. Let's take your free hand behind your head. And from here, we're gonna rotate down. Point your elbow at the floor or down at your knee. And then rotate up and back, sternum toward the ceiling. 2 more, take your time. Rotate down and rotate up. 1 more. Rotate up, stretch that top arm over your head, and now we'll lift up and go to the other side. One hand down, other hand behind your head, side bend, and we'll rotate down. Point your elbow at the floor or down at your knee, and then rotate up, sternum to the ceiling. Point that elbow backward if you can. Rotate forward and down. Breathing as needed. Oxygenate your muscles. 1 more of each. Rotate up and back, stretch the top arm overhead, and we'll come all the way up. All right, option to use your weights. We're gonna do some arm work here, arm movements. You're welcome to adjust your legs if you'd like. We're gonna take our elbows up in line with the shoulders, about a 90-degree bend in the arms, and shoulders down. We'll take the arms together in front of you, and then open out and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Rotate around forward. Tap your arms and then out and back. Stable through the ribs. So tuck your lower ribs in as the arms come back. 3 more. Let's bring your elbows to your ribs, palms face up. We've still got that 90-degree bend in the arms. We're gonna bring the weights together and then weights apart. Squeeze your elbows into your ribs, rotating the upper arm bones within your shoulder sockets. Pinch your shoulder blades just a little bit and keep that same amount of pinch in your shoulder blades as you rotate the arms. So the arms move, the shoulder blades are stable. 3 more. All right, let's bring those hands forward. Forearms level with each other, little squeeze in the shoulder blades. We're gonna keep our wrists straight. You're gonna turn the palms down and then turn the palms up. So we're twisting your forearms to turn the palms down and up. Keep squeezing your elbows into your ribs. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades so your back can support the weight of your arms. Lift through the crown of your head. Try not to slouch. 3 more. palms up, and we'll do a little wrist work. Point your knuckles up and knuckles down. So we're keeping our forearms stable and moving just at those wrists, so flexion, extension at the wrist. Controlling in both directions. Let's turn the palms down, same action. Knuckles up and knuckles down. Controlling in both directions. Squeeze the scapula, lift through the top of your head, navel to spine. Let's turn the palms in. You're going to take your knuckles up and down here. And this is a different action of the wrist, different muscles. It's a smaller range of movement. So if you're going to bring your thumb knuckle to your forearm as you come up. Really important muscles to strengthen for our grip. 4 more, emphasizing that upward movement. 2 and 1, and we'll set those weights off to this side. Okay, let's take the feet out in front of you, knees bent, hands behind you. We'll turn the fingers sideways and lift your chest up. So neutral spine here. All right, working the back of the body, lift your pelvis up and lower down. Moving somewhat slowly, up and down. Little squeeze in the shoulder blades, working the back of the hips, the back of the thighs, the backs of your arms and shoulders. 2 more. And we'll hold the hips up and we'll march. Lift a leg and lower. Stabilize your pelvis. Lift the other leg. Keep lifting your pelvis up. Lift one leg to tabletop, hold it there. We're gonna lower your pelvis just halfway down and lift your pelvis up. Pelvis halfway down and back up. 3 more. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Lift up, switch legs. Lower the pelvis halfway and lift up. Halfway down and back up. 3 more. Lift up, both feet down, lift the hips a little higher, and we'll come all the way down. Okay, let's sit back up, take the weight off your hands. Option to do this with your weights. Reach your arms up to the ceiling, legs together. Press your feet down, lift through the crown of your head, and we'll hinge back. Take your arms forward. Exhale, lift your spine, lift your arms up. Press your feet into the floor. Hinge back, arms forward. Zip up through midline, through your abdominals and pelvic floor and your inner thighs. Squeeze those knees. Two more. Hinge back and hold. Bring your hands together. We're going to take your hands to the right, knees to the left. And then switch, knees to the right, hands to the left. So the knees and the hands go in opposition. So pelvis is twisting one way, shoulders and ribs are twisting the other way. 2 more each way. And we'll sit up, set those weights down, and we'll butterfly stretch. Open the knees, soles of the feet together, lift through the top of the head, then hinge forward. If you prefer a different stretch, you're welcome to do that. Okay, let's lie down onto your back. Okay, we're gonna do some sliding of your feet on the floor. Sometimes if you're on a mat, this doesn't work so well, so you could always bunch up the mat or scoot your butt to the end of the mat so that your feet are on carpet or wood or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna start in a little imprint. Press your lower back down toward the mat, tilting the pubic bone up, and you're gonna use your abdominals to hold that position. We're gonna slowly slide your right foot forward until your leg is just about straight. Keep that pelvic tuck. Now, flex your foot, press your heel down as hard as you can, and now drag that heel back toward your butt. So we're pressing that heel down and pulling back to bend that knee. And we should feel our hamstring and maybe our glute. We're gonna stay with the same leg for a few times. Inhale, slide that foot out. It's a little clunkier on the way out. Flex your foot, press your heel down as hard as you can, and then bend the knee, dragging that heel back toward your butt. Keep imprinting. Press your low back down, tuck the pelvis. 3 more with this leg. It's an inhale to slide your foot forward. Exhale, press the heel down, flex your foot, drive down and back. So using that downward pressure to engage the hamstring, the back of your thigh. You're dragging your heel through mud, through thick, heavy mud. One more time. Press the top of the sacrum down, engaging the hamstring, glute, and abdominals. Okay, and then you're going to do that on the other leg. Inhale, slide that foot forward. Deepen your abdominals, flex your foot, press your heel down, 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 and then pull back. Dragging that heel slowly toward your butt. Push that heel down as hard as you can. Inhale, sliding forward. Flex the foot, take your time, press down, and then back, down, 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 down. Like we're gonna dig a hole with our heel into the floor. Imprint, press your low back down. So we feel the abdominals working quite a bit too. The more you push down, the more hamstring work you'll get. Exfoliating the back of your heel. One more with this leg. Deepen your abdominals. Tuck the pelvis, press down through that heel. And bend in. All right, so both knees bent when you're ready. Feet sits bone distance apart and arms down by your sides. Let's turn the palms up. Shimmy your shoulder blades flat against the mat, heading into bridging. Take an inhale. Exhale, press down through your feet. Float your pelvis up. Now that the hamstrings are nice and warm. Inhale, hold. Exhale, navel to spine. Slowly lower with control. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, press down through your feet. Float your pelvis up. Imagine squeezing a big cushion with your knees. Activate your inner thighs. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down. Same thing, keep your feet where they are, but now imagine that you're gonna slide both feet back underneath your pelvis, both as you lift your pelvis and as you lower, so really the whole time. And that'll engage more of the hamstrings. So like you're trying to pull your feet underneath your pelvis. They won't actually go there, but by pulling with the muscles, we can get more of that engagement. One more time like this. Try to pull those heels back toward your butt or under your butt, both as you lift and as you lower down. Let's do that with just one leg now. So keep one foot on the mat, other leg to tabletop. Again, try and pull that heel backward toward your butt as you lift your pelvis up. Level the hips, hold, and then lower with control. And let's switch legs. Switching each time. Pulling that heel back underneath your butt as you lift. Try and find as much of that hamstring engagement. and lower. 2 more on each leg. Press into the big toe ball, pinky toe ball, and your heel. Level the hips. Big toe ball, pinky toe ball, and the heel. Level your hips. Press down through your arms, down through your shoulders. Last one each leg. Bottom, we'll bring both legs to tabletop. Imprint the spine again, so press the top of the sacrum down, curl the tailbone up. Try and keep the shoulders soft, relaxed. And we'll do some toe taps. Inhale, lower your right toes toward the floor. Exhale, deepen your abdominals to lift that knee up. Switch, inhale, lower. You don't even need to tap the floor. Maybe you don't go that low. Press your lower back down. Press the base of your ribs down. Maintaining that abdominal connection the whole time. If you find that your lower back starts to lift, then maybe you're taking your leg too low. Tuck your chin. Keep the top of the shoulders down. One more each leg. Feet together, knees apart. Keep that imprint. We're going to lower both feet down just a few inches. Exhale, lift back up. So with both legs, it's a smaller range of movement. Deepen your abdominals. Keep pressing the lower back, lower ribs down. 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Belly button down to lift your legs up. And now hug your knees into your chest. You can rock the knees side to side or make little circles, massage your lower back. Let's grab those weights. Arms straight up, weights together, and legs at tabletop. Again, imprinting the spine. Inhale, bend your elbows, weights to your forehead. Exhale, press up. Inhale, hinge at the elbows. Exhale, lift. Option to extend the legs up as you extend the arms. Inhale to bend. Navel down as you lift up. Again, tuck your chin, keep the back of your neck long so that it's not working so hard. Send that work into your abdominals and into your quads and triceps. Front of your thighs, back of your arms. 4, 3, lift your arms, lift your legs up. Okay, from here, open your right arm to the side, left leg to the other side. Lift up, tap the legs together, or arms and legs together, then switch. Open, opposite limbs. Lift and touch to center. You can do this without the weights as well. You can do this with legs at tabletop. 1 more each side. And now we'll open both arms, both legs. Exhale, lift and touch. Deepen your abdominals. 2 more. Arms up, set your feet down. We'll take some circles of your arms. Keep those weights within your field of vision. You can go smaller if this bothers your shoulders, or you can do it without the weights. Connect to your abdominals and your back muscles. Noticing when that transfer of work happens between your abs and your back. Reverse. heavy shoulders, long through the back and sides of your neck. 3 more. And we'll set those weights off to the side. We're gonna go prone, face down on the mat. Okay. We'll take our arms into a W shape. So forearms are able to rest down to the sides of you. Float your forehead an inch or two up off of the mat. Drive your pubic bone down, navel up. Anytime that we are face down, we want to lift the abdominals, both to protect and to lengthen your lower back. So maintaining that, we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades and float your arms up off the floor, and then lower your arms back down. Let's do that a few times. Float those forearms up, lower down. Stabilizing the head, the neck, the spine. So we're moving the shoulders and shoulder blades and arms without moving the rib cage. This time we're going to lift and hold. Keep your feet down. Now take one arm forward and then bend that elbow back. Switch. Reach the other arm forward. Bend that elbow back. Stay long through the back and sides of your neck. One arm at a time. Pubic bone down, belly button up. Keep reminding yourself to use your abdominals, lengthen the lower back. Aim your tailbone down between your heels. Both arms now reach forward and bend. Press your feet down, draw your belly button up, like you're gonna make a little tunnel under your waist for an ant to crawl through. Let's take both arms forward. We're gonna take one arm backward now, and then switch, windmill the arms around. Switch, one arm goes forward, one arm goes back, and switch. Keep driving pubic bone down, belly button up, 2 more each side. Press your feet down, lengthen the neck, reach the top of your head forward, and come back down. Rest here or come to a child's pose or any other stretch position that you like. Okay, so let's come to hands and knees. Okay. Let's actually come to our forearms and knees. All right, so we're gonna step back into a plank. We're gonna step one foot back, step the other foot back to meet it. The other option is to have the knees down. We're gonna hold and breathe for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're gonna come to a side plank. Shift your weight to one arm and we'll rotate. Lift the other arm off the floor. You could also be down on one knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's come back to both forearms, back to that forearm plank. Another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's rotate to the other side, other arm. Look to the other side of the room. 8, 7, 6. You could have a knee down if you need. 4, 3, 2. Back to both forearms. Last one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, let's come to hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Find your long spine, spread your fingers wide, lift your abdominal wall, and let's keep the spine stable. Right arm forward, left leg back. Hold and balance for 3 slow breaths. Lift up out of the left shoulder. Pull your leg in toward midline. And now keep your spine stable as you switch sides. Pull your leg in toward midline. Lift up out of the right shoulder. And we'll switch again. We're gonna go a little quicker now. Inhale, reach right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower and switch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Slow, continuous movement. Stabilize your spine and pelvis as if balancing a few plates of food on your back. Try not to spill any of those plates. Lift your torso, lift the back of your neck. Lift your abdominals. 2 more each side. How still can you keep your back? Can you keep your pelvis? Last one each side. All right, both hands down, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, and hover your knees 1 inch or less off the floor for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips, take a downward dog-like stretch, or you can take a child's pose. If the hips are lifted, option to walk the feet in place, little pedal, stretching the calves. All right, find your way up to standing. Okay. Feet underneath the hips. We're gonna take some big, slow shoulder rolls, just like how we started. Really exaggerate that movement, moving the collarbones, shoulder blades, and the shoulders. Reverse. How big can you make that movement? All right, bring one or both hands to the top of your head. And push your hands down into your head. Allow your spine to shrink a little bit under the weight. Keep pushing down through those hands. And now press your head up into your hands. Resist that. Reach up, 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 up. Keep pushing down through those hands. Lift the spine a little higher, creating space between your vertebrae. Now keep that sense of lifting through your head, through your spine, and let the arms come down. Just notice what that feels like to find that lift through the crown of your head. Just a subtle abdominal and back engagement. Let's try and keep that lift. Gently turn your head to one side. Little neck stretch, and then to the other side. Keep that sense of lift and reach upward. One more each way, stretching the sides of the neck. And we'll stack the arms. We're going to twist to the right, lift your right leg up. Back down and through center and switch. Lift the leg you're twisting toward. Keep trying to find that sense of lift and length through the crown of your head, creating space between your vertebrae. It takes a lot of small, deep, muscular work. So subtle, so small, it's hard to feel, but it's possible. One more each way. Both feet down, bring one or both hands to the top of your head. Little pressure down. Again, press your head up into your hands, reminding yourself of that length. Keep pressing the head up, release the arms down. And we'll try and maintain that through as much of the day as we can, and you're all done.